For 2 games in New York, the Chicago Bulls were off the form that had made them 2-time defending champions. They not only lost the games, but at times, the Bulls lost their cool. As they fell behind 0-2, long-standing complaints about the Knicks' tactics were heard again. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan was shooting 37%. But coming home rejuvenated the Bulls, and although Jordan made just 3 of 18 in Game 3, the Bulls otherwise dominated.
Here's Jordan to the left hand. Beautiful move. Pippen got the step. Oh, what a move.
Now it was the Knicks who were letting their frustration show. In the category of understatement, it's been an emotional series so far, and there's still a long way to go. Today, the Bulls try to draw even. Game 4 coming up.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Well, today, Michael Jordan continued his reluctance to talk to the press as he came to the stadium today. He was whisked past all the reporters down into the bowels of the building. Now, I talked with Michael. He said he's been upset about a few things. Not only the false reports coming from Atlantic City, but the thing that really got him was some reporter writing that questioning his loyalty to his team, which is simply not the case. Well, his team stood behind him just the other day. They circled the wagons, shut everybody out, even though it cost them $25,000, showing their loyalty to Michael. They also came out and played their best game of the series on Saturday. Now, John Paxson probably said it best when he said, when you attack Michael, he's one of us. That means you attack all of us, and we simply will not let that happen. I talked to Michael just moments ago about his refusal to talk to the press. He says that in order to get to his question, that is to win 3 championships, and also to keep his focus, he will not talk to the press. He prefers to let his playing do the talking.
This one of the loudest crowds in the NBA, a crowd that was into it right from the start for Game 3 this past Saturday afternoon, and they appear to be ready for Game number 4. Once again, second portion of the regular season and through the playoffs. Michael Jordan. That is his first field goal.
Or passes. This time he gets real good lift. It gives him a little bit better look in the front of the rim. That time he knocks out one of the rare jumpers that have gone down for him in the last 2 games. Excellent lift that time. He got the legs underneath him to elevate just a little bit higher.
John starts with a 3-pointer and a 2. Starks gambled on the overplay. Jordan knocks it down. That's a 3-pointer.
Jordan had just made a jump shot from 17 feet. When Starks goes for the gamble on the steal and misses, Michael feels, well, let me see if I really do have my stroke this afternoon. And you know what? Looks like he does.
Keep it alive. Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan off to a good start, showing signs he has 8 points. Jordan. Well, that wasn't a good shot, but he feels it.
And also, I think he felt he was going to get a whistle that time for getting pushed on the hip as he went up for it. Then back, he turns and looks at the official as if to say, isn't there any call coming? But I think he'll settle just for the basket in that case.
Michael is 4 of 8. He has 10 points. Jordan. The Bulls by 4. 21-17. The Knicks with 3:05 remaining first quarter. The Bulls with a 4-point lead. Horace Grant with one of those offensive rebounds. Horace also 3 out of 4 from the field. And how about Michael Jordan bouncing back from the 3 of 18. He's hit 5 of 9. He has 12, and he is on fire.
Pat Riley right now in New York, I think they're happy with the fact that you did not allow the Bulls to come out here with a lot of energy.
And Michael Jordan, who are not the best of friends coming off the play in this series, and at times during the regular season, began Game 1 with not talking at each other.
Here melee in Game 3, when we talked to Starks yesterday, he said, I don't really know what he was saying. And then when Ahmad spoke to Michael Jordan just prior to the game.
And the Bulls lead 27-26. Jordan for 3. Yes! Michael Jordan with 17 points. That's his second from downtown.
This afternoon, you have the confidence to come down and transition.
Chicago, Michael Jordan, 6 for 12 for 17. John Starks has hit 3 from downtown. He has
back at Chicago Stadium. Now, Michael Jordan, who has made a habit of serving up jump shots here in the stadium, has taken it a step farther. He's now serving food in his new restaurant called What Else? Michael Jordan's. It's a combination of fine dining, a sports bar, and also a memorabilia shop. Over the weekend, it's been up to about a 4-hour wait, but Charles Oakley of the Knicks went in the other night. Michael, being the nice man that he is, allowed him to go in and served him, well, not personally, but he allowed him to eat. Charles said he had a great time there, but he's not having too good of a time here today. Mark?
Michael Jordan going to the baseline. Yes. 20 points for Jordan.
Michael Jordan's a little upset right now. Taking your cool. Michael Jordan launches another three-pointer and hits it. And I was just saying, New York has done a good job of maintaining their cool, getting it right back before the half, where it's a manageable number.
Possession. They lead by 7. Jordan accelerates, took the shot from Oakley, although he felt it should have been an offensive foul on Jordan. I don't know, Charles might wait 4 hours next time he's at the Michael Jordan restaurant.
Michael figured everybody knew he was just going to run it down to the last 3 or 4 seconds before trying to create.
During the course of our broadcast of the series, Charles Oakley and Michael Jordan are in front 3 games to 1, with game number 5 coming up Wednesday night at Madison Square Garden in New York. We'll bring it to you 9 o'clock Eastern time right here. 7-10 seconds remaining in the half. And that pass deflected out of bounds by Starks. So Chicago will have it in front court with 2 1/10 second to go in the first half. They may adjust the clock.
Just trying to hold off Starks. They were trying to throw over the top, a lob type of effect only from 3/4 court. The deflection by Starks. Chicago uses up its 20-second timeout and trying to get a good shot off here with 2.4 seconds remaining.
Yes, they did adjust to 2.4. Bulls gaining 0.3 of a second. On that deflected pass, Pippen will throw it in. Chicago up by 7 with halftime looming. Bob Costas and the Prudential halftime report coming up. Pippen inbounds, gets it to Jordan, who turns and fires. And Jack Neese blowing the whistle. He called a foul. Foul on Greg Anthony. Now that is not a foul that you want to commit. Here's another look at it.
Because of the alignment, Starks takes the first man who pops out. It leaves a smaller Greg Anthony to guard Michael Jordan, who just immediately goes up in his face, knows he's going to get a good look. Then the contact on the arm by Greg Anthony. Jordan realizes what's going on. He goes up, the contact on the arm. Jordan will now go to the free throw line for 2.
I've got a situation where you want to put some pressure on, but you don't want to make contact that comes close enough where the official might think you've made contact, and Anthony called for that foul. 0.6 of a second remaining. Jordan to the free throw line, converting his 26th point. Here's Will Perdue for Scott Williams. The Bulls lead by 8.
Because his jumper's going down today, he's not getting as many free throw attempts. 16 for 17 in game number 3.
Anthony sidearms it off the mark. That's the end of the first half here in Chicago, with the Bulls gunning to tie the series at 2. At halftime, they lead the Knicks 61 to 52. His second half averaging only 9 points per game the first 3 games of the series.
Well, Michael Jordan gets more attention paid to him than any other player in the league. When you have 1, 2, and 3 guys coming after you at times, it can wear you down. Plus the number of games and minutes he's played over the last 3 seasons adds up. But if there's a big game guy who you want to have the ball at the end, it's still Michael Jordan.
John Starks called for face guarding Jordan and apparently made contact. The second committed by Starks.
Top of the circle, toughest area to play Michael Jordan because he can go both ways. That time called for what looked to be a hand check rather than the face guard thing at the end.
Jordan with the room. Yes. Michael Jordan has 29 from Jordan looking free. Yes. Michael Jordan gives the Bulls an 11-point lead. Make it 31 for Jordan.
It's out the same way in the second half. He knows that he has the stroke back, so he's going immediately to his rhythm. 1-2 dribbles, get the legs underneath him again. Right now, 10 for 17 from the floor.
Horace Grant with 12 points. Scottie Pippen with 10. The Knicks led by John Starks, 7. Bullwinkle. Shot clock is down to 5. Here's Jordan. And the Bulls now lead 69-60. 33 points for Jordan. 35 for Jordan. Rivers and Starks in the backcourt. Ewing and Smith. Only up front. That pass picked off by Jordan. And a foul call on Rivers.
Foul takes place in the backcourt, so they will not call a clear path to the basket. Trying to stop the breakaway layup attempt. Doc Rivers takes the foul. Starks was coming off a curl on the baseline. Jordan fights, and Doc Rivers anticipates where he's going to cut in hard. Instead, Starks went out towards the sideline more. You can see Rivers anticipating the curl to the inside line, but Starks tried to do it all by himself. They've been rotated back in time, got position.
3 fouls on Starks. Jordan for 3. Yes! Pat Riley wants a timeout. Michael Jordan with 38. The Bulls by 11.
The game. Then after foot faking and getting some space, Jordan gets a clean look and again hits a 3.
Hoping to tie the series at 2. Jordan played well by Starks. Jordan for 3. Make him 41 for Jordan. 41 of the Chicago 80 points. Here's Jordan, and he'll go to the line.
One of the keys for Chicago is to get to 100 points. If they get there first, they feel they'll win. If Michael keeps hitting threes, they'll get there quickly.
Is a guy who struggles defensively. We're talking about a player who is on the second all-defensive team and who plays Jordan very well. Hand checks him, makes it difficult, but Michael has been unstoppable here today.
Yeah, there must be a reason why Jordan has led the league for 7 straight seasons in scoring. So he has an ability to do remarkable things with the basketball at the offensive end.
The head fake from Jordan. 45 points for Michael Jordan. An upside and a downside when one player is scoring that many points. Jordan again! A 3-pointer for Michael Jordan. Jordan. Yes. He has 50. Michael Jordan with 50 points, and the Bulls lead by 11. Playoffs that Michael Jordan has scored 50 or more.
The idea is to make him put it on the floor so he can't get his feet set, make him try and beat you off the dribble. So the first time he sticks it standing still, the next time after one quick dribble, he gets enough room to still elevate and get a shot.
Here's Jordan. Will it count? No basket. Offensive foul. And that is number 4 committed by Jordan.
Even with the offensive foul, he still concentrates enough to make this shot in.
2:24 remaining in the fourth. Michael Jordan in foul trouble has had a low-key fourth quarter. He's missed his last 3 shots. He has 50 points, though. That is only 1 away from the most points ever scored in the playoffs by a Knicks opponent. Sam Jones hit for 51 for the Celtics back in March of '67. But the Knicks hanging around despite this performance by Jordan. The Bulls lead 94.
They're going to spread the floor, run the clock down, let Jordan create from the middle.
There's Jordan on the fake. Yes! 52 points for Michael
Let's go. Here we come. Just to let him know it's time to get down and try and stop him. No way. His show.
Well, Michael Jordan's vow of silence has not affected his talking on the court. We've seen it from time to time, and Michael with 52 has scored the most points in a playoff game against the Knicks. Sam Jones, master of the bank shot, had a 51-point game in 67 as a member of the Boston Celtics. Jordan, minute and a half to go in the game. Here's Rivers for three. Rebound, Jordan. And Blackman gives the foul.
Ahmad had just come out of the Chicago timeout and mentioned that Phil Jackson reminded the team if the ball goes into Ewing, pay special attention to Starks and Rivers. Those are their two main threats from the three-point line. That's the way that they could cut back into the lead most quickly. And in fact, Rivers does try and get up a three-pointer. Jordan not only scoring but rebounding as well will now get a chance to put 2 more points up on the scoreboard.
Chanting MVP for Michael Jordan. That's his first free throw miss. He was 16 of 17 from the line in Game 3, 10 of 11 here this afternoon. Michael holding the record for most points scored in a playoff game, 63, but he is now among the leaders with this 52-point performance. Timeout call. We'll be back in a moment.
That's because they were anticipating Chicago's defensive players rotating at him, and you try and rush it to get the shot up, and as a result, you either miss or, as we've seen a couple times, you don't even get a chance to get it off because of the fumbled balls.
Bulls now lead by 10. 54 points for Jordan. And the Knicks take a timeout. So that is their final timeout.
Once again, looking like the first team to 100 will be the winner with just under a minute remaining. Chicago up 11.
Who's at home? And they defeat the New York Knicks 105-95. 54 points for Michael Jordan.
Some days you ride your guy when he's got to go, and today happened to be one of those days. Everybody else just fills in around him then.